Well, hello, welcome to my channel if you have bothered to join me. I was going to start this video out in the sticks somewhere. I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to make it. I'm stuck in a horrendous traffic jam trying to get to my destination, which is the Rock Houses, and then some of the countryside by it in Staffordshire. Traffic is absolutely a nightmare, nothing's budging. I've run out of screen wash, so I can hardly see out the windscreen. It's not a very good start really, so this video might die before it's begun. We'll see, won't we? I'll come back to you ASAP when I've managed to get out of this village I'm coming up to called Bewdley. Yeah, the silly season, isn't it? So it's to be expected, I suppose. Oh well, let's see what happens. Catch you in a bit, hopefully. Oh, that was crazy. It took me nearly an hour to do about 3 miles. Oh dear me. Just pulled up in a car park near Kinver Edge, I think it's called. Just on inside the Staffordshire border, possibly. I'm not sure if I'm still in Worcester, on the edge of Shropshire, or just crossed into Staffordshire. It kind of all comes close together, the borderline. Anyway, not sure what my plans are now. It's 1 o'clock. I've just pulled up in this really nice, pretty car park actually, with a lot of picnic benches, and looks very pretty around here. Anyway, just playing it by ear now, to be honest, and this is really a filler-in video. It's just to keep the channel going more than anything, because I don't want YouTube going, oh, he hasn't put anything up for a while, so we'll stick him on the back burner where nobody ever notices his videos. So it is a filler in before I do more next year, and there will be more next year. I'm not just going to talk from the back of a car. Back of a car? I'm not in the back of the car, am I? I'm not going to just talk from the car. I'm not just going to do local walks either. That's all I'm restricted to at the moment. I'm just waiting for the silly season, Christmas, to get out of the way. Of course, there will be more. There will be more. I intend there to be more. A bit more elaborate, a bit more exciting. There will be camping and reviews and looking at some of the gear I own, and going further afield, longer hikes, you know, stuff that attracts people to your channel, basically, with a bit of luck. But in the meantime, as I say, a bit of a filler in. I'm supposed to be meeting my daughter at the Rock Houses. If I can, I'll try and persuade her to say a little bit about them, because they're fantastic place to visit. And then I was going to wander around the countryside by it, near it, behind it, and stop for a brew somewhere, cup of coffee, a little sarnie, little wander about, take a few shots of the lovely countryside whilst it's covered in frost and bits of snow and stuff, you know, because it's going to get rained off tomorrow apparently. And I'm rabbiting on now because my head's all shot from being in a ridiculous traffic jam and trying to peer through a windscreen that's covered in salt, and I still haven't managed to get water. Stopped at a garage, tried to fill up, but of course their water hose had frozen. I've got a bottle of water. I've got 2 actually, so I just have to sprinkle a bit on the windscreen. I want to save enough for my cup of coffee. Anyway, I'll shut up for a minute. Yeah, it's pretty cool here. Just having a quick look. I hope this isn't going to start making noises like it sometimes does. I think it's because I had it too close to my face last time. We'll soon know though, won't we? So there you go. Anyway, just having a chat to this gentleman down here and having a quick show. Okay. Yeah, very pretty. I do like it. I'll start humming now. Nothing more to say. Still getting used to talking to a camera, to be honest. Still find it a bit weird. Taking photos is one thing. Gassing to a camera is another. Over the little brook, over a little bridge. Right, I'm going to get back to the car, get back to the rock houses and take it from there. Okay. Alright. Oh, right, is that on? I hope so. Just arrived at the rock houses. My daughter's coming down in a minute to meet me. I'm going to get her to tell you a little bit of history about it because I can never remember. It's a lovely place. I'm going to film it, of course. I'm going to have a wander around and film it, etc. Oh, by the way, the other half of May's Outdoors, Jackie, unfortunately isn't with me today because she's at home poorly ill sick with a stinking cold. And I've gone out today. Mean, isn't it, leaving her? No, she wanted me to out the house, to be honest. Get out, I want to watch rubbish on television. Anyway, what was I saying? Apart from a load of rubbish again. So yeah, I've come out to do this today, just in case I go down with a cold and can't get out for days on end as well. Anyway, I'll be quiet now and wait for my daughter to come down, and then I'll have a wander up there, have a quick look at the rock houses, and then go for a quick wander in the in this National Trust landscape, which is absolutely gorgeous, and I'll show it off in a bit. In a bit. Again, bye. I just arrived at the rock houses finally, and I got my daughter here with me,
who's the welcome manager.
And before I go in, and whilst there's nobody around, she can quietly speak to us with a bit of history, if you don't mind.
No, that's fine.
Go on then.
What, from the beginning?
Well, just some basic stuff.
Well, the sandstone ridge, which stretches from Kidderminster out to Bridgnorth, was formed in the Lower Permian Age, which is about 250 million years ago. And across the whole sandstone ridge you'll find rock houses and things carved into the rock. These particular ones are called Holy Austin rock houses, and we believe that the name Holy Austin came from the Augustinian monks because they were believed to have a friary here. These ones that we know of were inhabited from 1777 all the way up until the 1960s. There's 3 levels, and at its height in the 17 to 1800s there was 11 houses with families, loads of kids in all the dwellings. So the lowest level, where the Victorian and 1930s cottages are, were last inhabited in the 1950s because of the Sanitation Act. They had to leave. And then in the top, where the tea room is, The last inhabitants were 1963.
See, I wouldn't have known any of that, or remembered half of that.
So there you go.
So thankfully, my daughter is very clever, has filled you in quite successfully.
And we've also got
on a little bit.
Hillfort.
Oh yes, which I might walk to
Yes.
if there's time.
Which were possibly the first inhabitants of the caves, but we don't know.
Wasn't the last person who left 1963?
Yeah.
Right.
And that
See,
was
that's the extent of my knowledge.
as I just told you.
Did you just say it? I thought you said 1950s.
50s for the lower one, 60s for the top one.
Okay, rightio. Well, thank you very much for that. So I expect thousands of subscribers now and hundreds of likes because of that little bit of information. No, that's great. I'll turn the camera off a bit until we're higher up and actually outside of them. Okay. Go on. What were you going to say, Lou?
On that sandstone, that wall, you can see it says Holy Austin Cafe.
Yeah, I don't know if the camera picks it up, but
That's the original sign from when there was a cafe here in the Victorian era.
oh, great.
'Cause there's always been one here. Maybe you have a sketch earlier and then filled it in later on, or it was finished till 1901.
Said, well, there's jobs here, come over. So we moved over to Kinver, but we didn't move into the Rock House then. The Rock House was our second home. The first one was down a lane that leads towards water.
This is the pantry.
Yeah.
Obviously, isn't it? It's ace. Really ace. So I'm just trying to sneak these quick bits of filming whilst we've got the rooms to ourselves. Is that your pram, Louise? When you were a baby?
Yeah.
Oh, it's superb. Absolutely superb. I didn't have brought my haversack with my tea. Like I'm being treated so nicely. Right, well, that's really nice. Nice little walk around the rock houses. It is stunning here, and extra nice in this sort of wintry landscape. You can hear people in the background because there's quite a few visitors here. Anyway, I'm following this orange route as recommended by my daughter to get up to the old Hillfort, I think. If I gotta watch the time as per usual. That's yeah, it's absolutely stunning. I have been here a couple of times, but in summer it looks extra nice in the winter, to be honest. Thoroughly enjoying this. I've brought my haversack with me, my day pack. If I'd known I was going to have a slab of Christmas cake and a cup of tea, I probably wouldn't have bothered bringing it, but I'm carting it around now, so I've got to use what's in it. Oh, quite a few steps for this old aging body of mine. Well, here we are at the Kinver Hillfort. Not a lot left, of course, but you can make out the surrounds and the perimeter. If I zoom in the distance, and again, I think there's 50 Hillforts all around here. This is absolutely wicked. Excuse me being out of breath. I'm on the verge of catching a crappy cold. Or maybe it's just because I'm out of breath. Oh yeah, look at these, overlooking Kinver. Amazing. I don't know how well that's showing up actually. Oh, I'm just going to get to the summit and I'll bring you back. Like I said, I did bring my haversack with my gas burner and a cup of tea, coffee. I keep saying tea when I've got coffee. It's because I'm a tea fiend. I'm just making my way down these steps now, back down to the car. It's a bit windy and I haven't brought my windshield, and to be honest, I'm getting cold now. And like I said, I didn't expect to have anything to drink or eat in the rock houses, so I'm not really hungry now. I might make a tea back at the car, coffee back at the car. Oh, anyway, I've got all this to walk. Well, I've just decided to make a cup of coffee out the back of the car, to be honest. My little gas stove. Carted that around all blooming for ages. Needn't have bothered. But you don't know, do you? I might have sat up there, but I thought I'm getting cold. I'm going to get back to the car. Just do it in the comfort of the car, even though I'm still standing outside. Anyway, turn this round. A lot of cars and stuff whizzing past me, but we're on it's a very popular place. Anyway, just want to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, something a little bit different, and please like, subscribe wherever these boxes end, and hope to see you in the next one. See ya.